My dear collective, welcome to this beautiful reading of today. Your go-to song is "I'm Pretty" by TLC. Um, I'm a little PMSy, right? I'm actually on my menstrual cycle, so but your go-to song for this reading is "I'm Pretty," and I say this to say that I think we're gonna base it a little bit off the lyrics. Long story short, somebody doesn't see themselves like you do, or you don't see yourself like your person do. You don't think you are good enough. You don't value yourself. You don't think you're pretty enough. Um, you don't like yourself in the same altitude that your soulmate does, or vice versa. Okay, that means that yeah, pretty much. Let me not overcomplicate it. You don't see yourself like your soulmate does, or they don't see themselves like you do. You might love them and cherish them and feel like they're the best thing since chocolate ice cream, and they're like, they feel shitty about themselves. Okay, I feel like somebody has been beaten down by society. Um, or this is a mental situation where somebody has depression or has anxiety, right? Or, like I said before, they have been beaten down by society in such a way where they don't feel like they are good enough for anyone, but they're the best thing for you, or vice versa. Like I mentioned, you're the best thing for them. Now, is this what I feel like that's the summary of the lyric. Um, I love that song so much. Um, Now, to make it very generic here, we got Scorpio, Taurus, and Sag could be relevant as the zodiac sign. That's mostly based on the artist zodiac signs. And then we have 1999, okay? More so based on the fact that that was when the song was released. But I am channeling Capricorn. So, there we go, okay? We're gonna start first with Capricorn. You could be watching, they could be watching. These are your cards. They're gonna make an effort, okay? They want to put in work in terms of this connection. Even if you don't see it that way, even if you don't feel it that way, because of what I mentioned before, or vice versa, you're still gonna fight for this connection. But again, somebody is in this hopeless connection, and it's not you, it is basically them and their demons. What they have been struggling with, what they have been fighting against for a long time before you came along in their life, okay? Or vice versa, okay? So that's for Cappies. Sagittarius, you're up next. Let's pull a card. So for you guys, you are definitely past lovers, past exes, whereas they're gonna stick beside it. Whether if it's right or wrong, they're going to stick beside you. Because in the sense of maybe they need to heal and they can't really heal if they're with you, you're still gonna stick beside them, or vice versa. They're gonna still stick beside you. Um, but yeah, like I said, low self-esteem, it plays a part here a lot. Now, based on the cards in itself, another message is that the reason why they don't feel good enough for you is because of what their ex did, or vice versa. If you don't feel good enough with the person you're with right now because of the trauma that your ex did, it's hard for you to accept real love and see real love because things have been so disorientated. Okay? But for one person, I am channeling that there are still hawk. Hmm. Hold up. Let me just. For one person, the reason why they don't feel like they're a great match for you, or vice versa, is because you want to go back to your ex, or the soulmate that you're with want to go back to their ex because they might feel like you're too good for them. Okay? Um, Yeah, that's for somebody specific. Okay. I know it sounds weird, but let's move on. Taurus, these are your cards. Your person is very optimistic about you, or you're very optimistic about them. The situation is this: one person is an optimist and another person is a pessimist. Okay, but again, they're still gonna put in the effort. I think that's everything though. Scorpio, you heal them in such a way that nobody has. Their issues and trauma and how they see themselves stems from family trauma. So basically, their family could have been that society that bullied them. So when you came in and loved them right, they can't believe it. Or vice versa. You're the Scorpio where your family was trash and your soulmate came into your life and helped you heal. Okay? Alright, so there we go. 1999. That year could be relevant. We were born during that time, making make sense. January 3rd could also be relevant. July 14th. Empress, somebody got into their big bag. Somebody recognized that they are an incredible woman, or you recognize this in your person, or they recognize this in you. If you're feminine energy, they recognize that you are the Empress, that chef kiss. Okay, you step into your Empress energy. That's when you start dating, and they're like, that's their woman. Okay. Now, if your masculine watching here, they stepped into their feminine energy, and you realize that that's your person. Okay, but whoever is dating whoever, because I do read for everybody, all people, all lovers, all preferences involved. Okay, the Taurus, Aquarius, and Gemini, Libra, Taurus could be relevant as well. I'm just gonna do a quick reading for some of you guys. You were on the verge of separation, or you guys met when you were separated for somebody else. Okay, I do feel like somebody wants to end things because they feel really bad in terms of how they see themselves. Okay, again, it could be what society has deemed them to be, like the bullying, whether it's family for some of you guys, or for your person, or other people. But like I said, if it's not society, it is a mental condition where it's just mentally they feel like trash, and you can't really, how do I say this? It's more than just environmental, okay? And I feel like this is leading you or this person to want to separate. Okay, I feel like you were close to separating, to breaking things off. You or them. Okay. However, universe, God, angels is at play, and you're about to have success. If you were planning to end things with your person, go different ways, paths, or your person, you or them, the universe is bringing you back together to fix it, because there's actually a success story when it comes to this love. Okay, so that's for 1999. Now we're going to pull for everyone. So for some of you guys, you could be earth sign. I'm also showing Aquarius, but Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, male could be relevant. You or them. Something about Saturday could also be relevant. Somebody knows they have to heal, but they're having a hard time. A lot of you guys are dating. These are these cards. You guys are dating, meeting up. I'm also telling you, somebody has social anxiety, like on paper. Or maybe they don't realize it. Like somebody has social anxiety, okay? that's it though. I'm gonna just say this: so you're a healing factor in your person's life, or vice versa. That's what I'm getting here. Should that be the title? I think that's it though. No cards are coming out. Let's see. Yeah, you're a healing factor. You're their home. Some of you guys might even live together, or you will plan to move in together. Or sorry, family. But I feel like the family is a little bit too far fetched right now, unless you already have a family together. And family meaning kids. Okay. Whoever's watching here, there are multiple be open to possibilities. Okay. We have so many doors between you and your person. They're not closed. Okay. Somebody just needs to kind of realize who they are. Like I said in the beginning, they need to see or realize or understand how you see them as the reality and not how they're being perceived or how they perceive themselves based on the past. Okay? Or vice versa. Alright? Trust it, trust your intuition that things will be okay. Yeah, that's it. Let's do a little initials. Somebody could be from the state of California. State of Cali. California. Orange Island. Oh my. Alright, I don't think you guys can see it. Hold up. I think it's better. So first, middle, last initials. For some of us, you could be dating people that are from different cultures, even countries or cultures or nationalities. That could be relevant. Or somebody could be German, from Iraq. I'm seeing that. I did say California, United States of America. Germany, Greece, Monaco, Algeria. Somebody's Fulani. I think it's a tribe in Africa. I feel like somebody knows how to make really good food. Somebody definitely is an introvert. But I feel like it's really social anxiety. Somebody's really intelligent as well. They have high IQ. Maybe you guys are sapiosexual. That's what attracted you guys together. You know, you like to pick each other's brain. I feel like you see their real them, or you help them to feel real again, or vice versa. Somebody could be Karen. Somebody could work at IT. Somebody could be tall. Or you could. I do feel like there's an extroverted, introverted couple here. Somebody likes to talk a lot, and the other person is a listener. Something about like indigo could also be relevant. Something about gold. Maybe you look good in gold, or you're like a gold. You have a gold aura, or vice versa. Somebody does. I feel like you're this person's dream girl or dream boy. They dream about you a lot as well. I feel like they're so grateful for you. They're very thankful for you. You like gold. You like a blessing in your life, or vice versa. I do feel like somebody has been feeling quite alone in their human experience. Okay, even if they're around people, like I do feel like you make them feel like they belong, or vice versa. This is beautiful. Okay, collective. Anything else? There's definitely gonna be a shift for you guys for the better. If there's been struggle, things are gonna turn around for the better. A lot of you guys are learning each other for the first time. I'm also tuning into a lot of intimate conversations in bed, a lot of opening up. Maybe people felt uncomfortable, or maybe somebody only feel vulnerable when they're in bed, and they never do that, but they do with you. Yeah, there are some sort of mental conditions here about being vulnerable and opening up. But again, I feel you're helping your person or vice versa. So on that note, we're about to wrap things up. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. Good luck and enjoy your life. Anything that will be changing, I didn't do it for the other reading because it was so long. It was a long last reading. It was like 30 minutes. But some of you guys might even get a phone call or a text or something, or you might reach out to your person with some sort of like feedback or encouragement. If there's like anything else based on the timeline, let's see, number 7 could be relevant. 7 hours, days, weeks, months on the 7th. July 3rd could also be relevant. Number 2, same thing as the number 7. So on that note, there we go. I do feel like somebody's ready to be more vulnerable and less closed off. You're them. So it's a process, you know, healing doesn't happen overnight. And based on what I'm tuning into is that it's a lot of changes that has happened in your person's life or yours. You know, it takes a lot to open up to somebody where you feel safe with, and you know, not if you're coming from a traumatized past, it's hard to find people that get you. You know, that wants to get you, that wants to understand why you're the way you are, um, and love you no matter what. It's a beautiful experience to have with somebody that really understands you, you know? And I feel like you are that for that person and vice versa. So just take it one day at a time. Collective, okay? Yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you for listening. See you in the next reading.